Abuja, and practices. The president on Friday, while speaking at the graduation ceremony of Senior Course 45 of the Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Jaji, said the change in tactics had become necessary because the countries in the region are battling a mobile and elusive irregular force that disregard established rules of the warfare. In a statement by spokesman Dele Alake, the president noted that the adversaries facing countries in the sub-region were not conventional armies engaging in traditional battlefield warfare. The federal government has announced over 100% colleges across the country. A circular bearing the breakdown of the fee titled Approved Fees/Charges for Federal Unity College First Term for New Students was signed by the Director of Senior Secondary Education, Ajia Binta Abdul Kadri, and was issued to all principals of Federal Unity Colleges from the Office of the Director of Senior Secondary Education Department of the Federal Ministry of Education with reference number ADF/120/DSSE/I. New students are now expected to pay 100,000 naira instead of the previous 45,000 naira. Following the tuition fee hike across the country, the National Association of Nigerian Students has condemned the planned increment of school fee. The National PRO, Giwa Temitokpe, in a statement released earlier today, said NANS declared that the government action is sensitive and embarrassing. Also, the association stressed that the government have what it takes to fund education and make it accessible to every student. The association stated that there is no justification for an increase in school fees across tertiary institutions and unity schools, noting that the introduction of the Students' Loan Scheme is a sham and a bait to make Nigerians accept fee increments. As a result of the removal of all subsidy, Autolady Engineering Technology Limited, under a subsidiary firm, Autogas Nigeria, has said it will train 1,000 Nigerian technicians and non-technicians on how to convert petrol vehicles to gas-powered engines. In a statement by the Chief Executive Officer of the firm, Joyce Dasa Adams, on Friday stated that the training will start from Lagos State for 1 week before spreading to other parts of the country. Dasa Adams explained that aside the training, there would be a workshop attachment for professional proficiency and professional certification. The Director of Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu, said troops of the Nigerian Army on Saturday destroyed the hideout of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra in Delta State. This was after the IPOB group engaged the troop in a first-gun battle but were empowered. The enclave located in a forest in Asaba was destroyed during a clearance operation carried out by troops of the 6th Division. A socio-cultural group, Oduduwa Youth, has called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to immediately sack the Director General of Department of State Services, DSS, Yusuf Bichi, for disobeying a court order for the release of Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN suspended Governor Godwin Emefiele. The group, in a statement by its leader, Comrade Yomi Oladimeji, cited the different court ruling calling for Emefiele's release. He opened that the DSS refusal shows that the secret police is undermining the president's rule of law record. Plateau State government announced on Saturday that 2 communities in the state have been hit by suspected cases of anthrax disease. The government disclosed this in a statement signed by the Director of Press and Public Affairs, Jiang Bere, made available to journalists. The statement, which was silent on the name of affected communities, however, said government had directed the epidemiology unit of the Ministry of Health and the veterinary unit of the Ministry of Agriculture to address the issues with every sense of urgency, adding that samples had been taken on National Veterinary Research Institute, VAM, for thorough assessment and further investigation. The attention of the Plateau State government has been drawn to a story published in some national newspaper and trending on social media that over 1,000 cows died of a strange disease within a space of 4 days in some villages in the Magun local government area of the state. Francis Okeyi, a former Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly, has debunked claims that he belongs to a cult group, warning political detractors to desist from a smear campaign meant to tarnish his image. In a statement on Friday, Okeyi made available to journalists in Benin, showing worries over a viral social media report allegedly sponsored by his political opponents against him ahead of the Edo 2024 governorship election. And the former Speaker of the People's Democratic Party said the video on YouTube and other social media handles where he was alleged to be a member of a cult group sponsoring killings in the state was not only embarrassing, but also a lie from the pit of hell. The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, has called on residents of 11 local government areas in Niger State to prepare for the impending flood in the coming months. In a statement issued by the head of operations, Zainab Saidu, in Mina, the state capital, she said prediction revealed that Mokwa, Shiroro, Lavron, and Bogu local government areas in the category of the high flood risk area in the state and expected to experience high flooding within the months of July to November. As part of its constitutional mandate, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has debriefed 37 state collation officers for presidential elections scopes and senatorial district collation officers of the commission. Edika Michael reports that Chairman, Planning, Monitoring and Strategic Committee, Professor Rhoda Gumers, while declaring the excess open, said a comprehensive review on its issue and challenges as well as recommendation on the exercise will enhance planning for future elections.
We therefore focused on the senatorial districts since they are bigger and cut across the other constituencies. The Commission is aware that as collation and returning officers, you work under extremely challenging circumstances by tediously and manually completing designated